So after our last trip to Alabama and back, noticed on a couple of my rims, got these nice little black streaks coming around. Talked to my mechanic, says this is the culprit right here. Or it could be the rings, the gaskets, but on mine it's these. Like I said, they've been on here a long time, probably 23 years. They get a little hard and they don't seal up as good. So we got some new ones, and I'll show you on the other side what we've done so far. Here's the back side of this thing. If you go to Stemco website, they show that they got replacements for this stuff. Then of course you got to find a dealer, and our closest one all the way in Austin, which is about 50 miles each way. So I went over to Giddings, a town close to us. The mechanic said, hey, you know what's easier? Just buy a whole new cap. These cost me 30 bucks with the gasket, and just one and done. So that's what we're gonna do. Just change it out instead of we paying fuel to drive, and hopefully the other place have it. This is just quicker. The other thing is, Lucas oil bottle said, hey, this stuff is abused, never changed out. And I have to agree with him. When's the last time probably somebody ever drained this out? So drained it out. It's gonna cost you a turkey baster that you're gonna have to replace from your wife's Thanksgiving meal. Work like a champ to pull all this oil out of here. So one turkey baster, 1/2-inch socket, and these are T20 trucks to pull out. I believe that's how you say it. So we're going to drain the rest of this oil out and put fresh Lucas on there, and I'll show you how it looks. But not a whole lot of oil comes out of there, but yeah, it's black and dirty. No sparkly stuff, so that's a good sign. So let's take the rest of it off, and I'll show you what it looks like when the whole thing's off. Okay, all the oil is drained out, and what looks like rust is actually, it's a paint or something, because I've rubbed on it. It's not rust, so it's just I guess they had some type of paint on the axle or something. So now it's time to put it all back together, and we'll get some Lucas oil, and only got 1, 2, 3, 4 of these to do. So we're gonna replace tag axles in the front. The drives are a total different system. So I'll show you when it's done. One thing that I didn't mention on the other side was it does have a drain plug that you could drain all the oil, but of course my wheel is not lined up that way, and I'm not going to play around trying to move the bus and jack it up to spin the tire. That's a lot of work. So what I'm doing is taking this face cover off first, drain the oil out of that. Then once this is off, you can take the turkey baster, pretty much get all the oil out of the hub itself, stick a rag in there, suck up the rest of it, then pull these bolts off, and that's pretty much it. And they pull this side off, and then I'll show you some more. Okay, we pulled this little cover off. So once, wouldn't be YouTube if you didn't drop a few things. So this comes off. You won't have an oil leak yet. That comes right here. So what I've been doing is just holding this little container up here, trap it with my knee real quick, and then we're going to try to pull this off the gasket. And may have to get a screwdriver for this one. It's a little tight. So let's get a screwdriver. Okay, we're going to try this again. This is either going to be a great idea or a bad idea. And right now, it's going to be a bad idea. Of course, the other side came off no problem. All right, bigger screwdriver. All right, folks. I think we got it loosened up. And we just had it out almost. There we go. And there we go. This oil is much cleaner, so I would say this one's been done before. Like I said, the other side was pretty dark. This is pretty clear, so still we're gonna put a brand new Lucas, same thing, drain it all out. Okay, now we're doing the front hubs. So it doesn't have a cap like the other one with a plug. It has a plug, but not like the big one where you could take the whole face off and drain it. So what we're using here complements our Harbor Freight. It's a little vacuum pump system with a reservoir. The second time filling this thing up, we'll get it all out, and then we will pull the bolts so we don't make a huge mess. But knowing my luck, we'll make a mess. It's the way it usually goes. So like I said, we're doing it this way because I'm going to replace this hub too. They're old, original. You can see the paint overspray from when they did it, and the oil coming out is pretty dark. No flakes or nothing, so that's a good sign. But yeah, we're going to change it out too, so I'll let you see how it turns out here in a little bit. Okay, it's the next day. We decided we're going to change all the front ones out too. Out of all the hubs, only the right rear tag had fresh oil, and all the rest of them look like been there forever. So we decided preventive maintenance, we'll change them all. And the last thing we're getting ready to do is we're going to torque this down to 15 inch-pounds. That's what Stemco has on their website. They also have a bolt pattern for it. I'll try to put a shot of that, a still, so you can check it out. But this is H3 45 VIP, so your bus may vary, just depends. Also, the old one that was up front, they were made out of plastic, so, and they were getting some cracks in them, but it's actually the paint. But you know, easier to fix here than fix it on the road. And nothing against Prevost mechanics, but I figure every time I can fix something here, that's 175 to the good. So get ready to torque it down, put some oil in it. I'll show you the final part of it. All right, they're all done. Fresh Lucas oil in there, and not too big of a mess, amazingly. But I feel a lot better. Definitely an easy do, not that hard. Just takes a little time. But definitely take a look at your oil. The way I would have looked here really was had a bunch of streaking going on because a little bit was leaking out of these caps. The old caps, they're just old. But most people never look at this stuff, so might behoove you to pull your covers off, look in there, see how dirty, clean it is. Maybe it needs to be changed, maybe not, but it's not that hard. All right, that's it for today. Have a good one. Drive safe. Keep them Prevosts rolling.